Alright, so happy New Year's Eve, everyone, and Prodigy has had an awesome year this year in 2024. They have had so many updates that it's actually really difficult for me to pick out a top 5, but that is what I have to do for this annual video I make, so that's what I've done. I've picked out the top 5 updates, in my opinion, that Prodigy has put out in 2024, and I'm going to be going over them, all 5 of them, in this video. Now, there are updates that I have not included in my top 5, but are really cool. So, some honorable mentions to updates go to Pet Gear, the daily login rewards system, and others. So, let's go ahead and get into the top 5 updates that I have chosen to be Prodigy's top 5 updates for 2024. So, you need to go ahead and let me know what you think about these updates and what you think Prodigy's top 5 updates of 2024 were this year. So, go ahead and go down to the comments and let me know what those are, and we will go ahead and get into the video. Alright, so the update in 5th place is going to go to the Wizard Dash update. This is an update that was released to beta testing in October and added for all players in December. And this is an update, it's super cool, that allows you to basically do battles against monsters, to race against other people, and receive prizes. You can choose your team, and then it'll join you with other players, and you basically just race to get to the finish first. As you see, you do these battles called wave battles, and they're super cool. If you haven't tried it out already, I suggest you definitely go and play. It's super fun and a great way to grind for the treasure track. And the better place you finish in, the more loot you get from the rewards that you get here. 18 bags, that's a lot. So it's a super fun race update that it takes the number 5 spot in my list. The number 4 spot is going to go to the December 2024 shop update. This was an update that happened real recently that is super cool. It allows you to get so many different things from the shops. Finally, we get some buddies back in the shop, we get some more exclusive gear. This is the first update that happened to shops since the August 2023 update, which was in the best updates video for last year. So we get to buy so many things from the shops now. This part does not actually though include, like, me talking about this update does not include the fact that the prices with magic coins are so high. I'm not a fan of the prices that the magic coins, of the prices of the items that Prodigy has made. I'm not a big fan of them because I think they are way too pricey, and I know plenty of people do. And hopefully this is something that changes, but it allows you to buy so many different things, even though they are quite expensive. You can buy, so many new items. I already have a lot of these items from previous, me playing previously and when they were previously obtainable, but there are sets that I don't have that I will be buying at some point. So, things like the Duelist set are in here. This one's in Ocean Outfitters, and it is super cool to see all these new sets, these sets that are old in Prodigy being newly added to the shops so that they are obtainable again after different amounts of time, some of them for a lot longer than others. So it's very exciting to see all of these sets added to the shops. The Viking set, the Hero set, all of that. There were plenty of rarity changes as well, and some of these other items became able to be bought with magic coins instead of their other currency, and one of the most important ones is the Trial Masters set. It's been so long since that set was obtainable. There's also the Science set, which was added for the first time here in this update, so that's awesome. And this update, it just was really cool, and even though the prices are too high, overall it's an amazing update, and it takes the 4th spot in my top 5 updates of Prodigy for the year of 2024. The update in third place is going to be the Magicoin update itself. Now, the Magicoin update was a very, very important Prodigy update from this year. It was in beta testing for a long time, but it's finally out, and Magicoins are only obtainable through the treasure track, which we will be talking about later. The Magicoins are a special currency found in the treasure track. Use them to evolve your pets and capture new ones. Now, it's even more than that now, because clearly, like before, they're able to be used to purchase items and gear and all that, but still, they are only found in the treasure track, and they, like I said, they were in beta testing earlier this year around the midway point, and now they are finally out for everyone as of like October, and you can use them to rescue new pets. You can use them to evolve your pets, and also buy gear and stuff. They are also a big deal in that they make it fair for both non-members and members to have to do the same thing so that they can evolve pets and rescue evolved pets and all that, because, well, non-members can finally evolve pets and rescue evolved pets as well. So it's a very important update. As you see, like, it would cost 70 Magicoins to evolve this flame collar into this flame creator. There's also like beta updates that allow you to refill your charged levels with Magicoins, level up your pets with Magicoins. Magicoins are just becoming a very important currency in Prodigy, and I'm sure they will become even more important as the years go by and throughout 2025. So it's going to be very important that we get lots of Magicoins from the treasure track, and hopefully we can get even more than we already do through the treasure track, so we can keep up with the prices that things are at this point. So that is why the Magicoin update takes the third spot on my top 5 list. Alright, number 2 on the list is going to go to the Dragon Isle update. I know you might be surprised it's not number 1, but we'll see what number 1 is in just a bit. We have the Dragon Isle update here, as in part 1 of the Dragon Isle, because it is not finished. And that's why, part of why it's also number 2. It's not a complete update yet. It's just a new area in here that you can do rift runs. I'm sure you've all played it, but you can get through 25 rifts at this point and just rescue exclusive pets such as Illumibolt and defeat the Shadow, Astral, and Physical dragons in battle. And I think it's just very unique. These rift runs you have to do have a lot of different unique advantages and disadvantages that build as you do more and more battles, and they're just very important, and it helps a lot of strategy. You gotta have a lot of strategy to get these all done so that you can make it as easily as you can through the rift runs. So this does require a lot of strategy to play the Dragon Isle well, and that's part of why it's so fun. It also does not get that repetitive, even though you're doing a bunch of rift runs in order to attempt to get these dragon orbs that you can use to battle the dragons and get the Dragon Isle gear sets from the Lucky Loot. Either, I'm not sure if the update that allows like the whole loot to be filled with the gear items is out of beta testing, but it's a very cool update, very unique, and I just really like the Dragon Isle, and I cannot wait for the next part of it to come out, because, well, one of the big deals is that it also brought back the Puppet Master after we defeated him in the Academy. This is the next continuation of the story, and so we now have to defeat the Puppet Master again in the Dragon Isle, which should hopefully be coming in part 2 next year. So we're just going to have to see on that, but it's just going to be very fun, and this is a very exciting update. and that is why it takes the second spot on the list. And surprise, surprise, the number one spot is what I'm on right now, the Treasure Track. Now, technically, I know that Season Alpha of the Treasure Track started very late December of 2023, but technically it was put into the actual game in 2024, and so many of its updates happened in 2024. So this is basically a battle pass system that you have to complete a lot of quests, and those quests get you treasure points, which you have to have a certain amount of treasure points to unlock each treasure, and so you get lots and lots of treasures throughout the treasure track, and these are examples of the rewards. The treasure track seasons are currently about 2 months long and have 60 different treasures with 3 rewards on each treasure, 1 for non-members, 1 for members, and 1 for plus members. And so I think that this is very much one of Prodigy's best updates, because it basically combined the releasing of mythical epics, the releasing of member boxes, and the releasing of ultimate member boxes into one system that is a lot easier for Prodigy to give out those items, and I think it's really, really good as well. So this is one of my favorite updates in Prodigy. It's really fun to play. You do a lot of math by completing these quests, so that's good for Prodigy. Some of these rewards include things like currency, items, buddies, and pet gear. Pet gear, being one of those honorable mentions from earlier, is it's really cool because they add new pet gear for each treasure track that is themed toward the theme of the treasure track. So currently winter. So these are some winter themed pet gear that have been added. But the rewards are they vary in amount and all that. You get morph marbles, all different types of currency, pretty much every currency you can get normally without festivals. You can get furniture that's been re-released, so these are the ways you re-release items as well. Prodigy is putting a lot of their items here, and this is currently the only way to get mythical epics in Prodigy, so they re-release or add occasional new mythical epics into these treasure tracks. They also add different pets as well, including new ones that are variants of other pets, like Scatty here, that are usually for plus members, but they add plenty of those, and plenty of pet gear. And this is also how you obtain mounts in Prodigy. Most of the mounts, if they're not in the elemental shops, they come through the treasure track. This is how Prodigy puts out new mounts, and this was definitely needed. That's also just looped into this as one of the best updates, the addition of many more mounts into the game. And so I'm so glad about that. And the treasure track is an awesome way to get plenty of new and old items in Prodigy, and it makes it a lot easier for Prodigy to not have to give out monthly member boxes, ultimate member boxes, and mythical epics. So they have to do a lot less coding to get these items to us through the treasure track. So basically that is it for my top 5 updates Prodigy put out in 2024. What are your thoughts on all of these updates? What are your top 5 updates for Prodigy in 2024? And what would you like to see from Prodigy in 2025? I have a video coming out tomorrow on New Year's Day about all the updates that I believe Prodigy needs to make in 2025, at least the major ones. So remember to go check that out tomorrow when you can. And so what do you think about all of this, and how do you think Prodigy did as a whole in 2024? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments.